Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. So my name is Putri Rahayu Oktaviani. I'm from A class 2020 and I would like to present my work about strategy and method in teaching English pronunciation in offline and online setting in intermediate level. So let's start it. Based on proposal of pronunciation learning strategies from past research, Paula 2010 categories PLS strategies into four main elements. First, metacognitive. Second, cognitive. Third, affective. And fourth, social. First, metacognitive strategy. It involves the process of planning, organizing, monitoring, analyzing, and evaluating the pronunciation learning process. This strategy is done by focusing on a certain pronunciation aspects such as word stressing, word form, but not limited to phonetic, practicing new sounds to every chance the students face, and recording audio or video of student pronunciation which later to be evaluated. Second, cognitive strategy. It goes very well with repetition, recapping, summarizing, in order to change the learning material into student desire. For example, student can use vocal symbol or their own rule to remember sound. The student can create their own rule about pronunciation they learn and approach and then test them. It is also helpful in cognitive strategy to pay attention to the resemblance of the language students are currently learning and the student mother tongue language or other language they are familiar with. Cognitive strategy also involves memorizing how new words are spoken, repeating what the teacher says, looking up pronunciation in the dictionary, using the help of body gesture to express a word in speaking practice, out loud reading, and etc. Third, affective strategy. It is a strategy that deals with student emotion and connects the emotion to the learning process. It uses techniques that are relaxing, comfortable, entertaining when learning pronunciation. It usually provides reward when students manage to accomplish a certain phonetic goal, either from the teacher or from the student themselves. Fourth, social strategy. It takes the advantage of other people's presence in learning pronunciation. It concerns social behavior to increase the interaction of people learning the same language in order to make them use to the language. It is usually done by talking and communicating with other students or teachers and asking them to correct error in pronunciation. Purwanto in 2019 also recommend technique and practice material to teach pronunciation such as listen and imitate, phonetic training, minimal pair drills, and others. The frequent use of PLS influence motivation and confidence of the student in learning language. The more students implement PLS, the more automated is their learning process and thus the easier and more efficient it is for them to learn pronunciation. Next, offline teaching pronunciation. Another way to teach English pronunciation is through board games, as offline teaching is often heavily related to the student studying with peers. Students can complete this game together, which bring out the fun in learning. According to Latzikowski and Jekyll, as board games support clear instruction on how the game is done, they are one of the effective learning methods. Students who learn pronunciation with board game are found to have more engagement, higher score in past tests, and perceive learning pronunciation as fun. Next, teaching pronunciation online. Teachers can take advantage of online tandems partners and other multimedia such as giving assignment in the form of video recordings to encourage the student to practice their pronunciation. In the section Remote Daily Conversation Partner and Tongue Twister, video is suggested as some of the effective method. Next, Remote Daily Conversation Partner. According to Webster, tandem partner is defined as steady contact that is planned, directed or non-directed, with someone who is expert in a certain language and wants to learn another language. For example, A is fluent in English and B has Indonesian as his mother tongue. A wants to learn Indonesian and B wants to improve his English. Both of them have something to gain in which they can learn from each other. Next, tongue twister video. In online learning, video could be a helpful instrument to teach pronunciation. Some way to encourage the student to improve their pronunciation is to ask them to record themselves saying tongue twister sentences in the correct way. Teacher may give them example through instruction video and ask them to listen and repeat word by word. After recording themselves saying the tongue twister sentences, students may rewatch the video and re-evaluate their pronunciation. And in this slide, you can see the examples of the tongue twister. And in this slide, you can see the references that I used to make this video. Alright, so I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching and have a good day everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.